Hello everyone, welcome to BirdyYoga. I am here in Bangkok on one of the rooftops. I thought I'd upload a nice grounding flow, slow flow today for you guys. This is going to be working, it's perfect for anyone who's starting yoga as well, so anyone's new. It's a really nice slow flow working on grounding, connection and stability, so perfect if you're just wanting to end the day or start the day as well. So we're going to start now, so just make sure you're in a seated position, sat nice and tall, head over heart, heart over pelvis as well. I'm going to start by just closing down your eyes, arriving onto your mat. Maybe you want to set a goal or an intention for your day. Maybe something to do with stability or grounding, seeing as we're working on that today. So just take a moment here. I'm going to start with a short pranayama now. So let go of that intention or goal for a minute, we'll come back to that. So we're going to take a big inhale through the nose. So we're going to do some box breathing. So inhale through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold at the top. Exhale, let it go, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold at the bottom. Inhale again, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold at the top. Exhale, release, 4, 3, 2, 1, holding at the bottom. Again, gather that breath up, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath at the top. Exhale to release, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking one more round here, so inhale through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold at the top. And last exhale here, let it all go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel yourself relax completely here. Blinking open those eyes now. So we're going to place one left hand down on the left hand side of the mat. Inhale, right hand into the sky. Nice big exhale here as you lean over towards the left, feeling that really satisfying side body stretch here. Notice how this feels, making sure your bum is planted on the ground still. Bringing it back to center, raise both hands up. And then placing your right hand down to the right hand side, exhale over towards the right here. Noticing how this side feels. Inhale to the top, and then other side again. Exhale to bring that down and lean over towards the left. Waking up the body slowly here. And then transition one more time over. Last stretch here. Coming back towards center again. So we're just going to place one hand on your left knee. Your right hand on your left knee, left hand behind you, prop yourself up nice and tall here. Inhale here, exhale, lean over towards the left. So just like you're looking at someone behind you coming into a twist. Inhale again here. Exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. Coming back towards center. Left hand on your right knee. Right hand behind you, prop yourself up tall here. Inhale. Exhale, twisting over the right shoulder. Feeling that really satisfying twist. Inhale again here. Exhale, maybe you want to journey a little bit further over. Coming back towards center. So I'm going to place your right hand on your left knee, left hand on your right knee. Inhale to gather and raise your head up towards the sky. Puff that chest out. Exhale to bow the head. Push that spine out. Bow the head. Inhale to gather and root up. Exhale as you bow the head. Send that spine out. Curve it out. Moving with the breath again. Inhale to raise. And then exhale round that back, push that head in. One more time, inhale to raise. And coming back to center now. So just making our way into our tabletop position. So our hands are over our shoulders, knees over hips here. Gonna inhale, gonna move with a breath. We're gonna inhale, drop that belly and look forward. Arch that back nicely. Exhale as you bow the head towards the navel, send that spine up high. Push that ground away. Inhale, move with a breath, drop the belly, look forward, arch it back. Feel that nice stretch in the spine. Exhale as you bow the head, push the spine up. One more time, move with that breath. Inhale, drop it down. And then exhale, send it back up. Making our way into child's pose. So send that bum back towards the heels. Bowing the head down, lengthening the spine. Again, take some deep grounding breaths here in your child's pose. Let yourself completely surrender down here. Maybe you just want to move from side to side slightly. Moving the side body. Moving the neck. And then raising our way back up. So we're going to place our right foot forward. I'm going to come into our low lunge. So our right foot over our right knee. And inhale, gather those hands above. Feel that stability in the feet. Exhale as you bring your hands down, straighten that front foot back there. Feeling that really satisfying stretch in the back of the leg. Inhale as you gather the hands back up. And then exhale back into your half split. So again, really focusing on this stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Inhale, bring that knee over the foot as you raise the hands on the inhale. And then exhale, bring it down. Last one, inhale to raise. And then exhale, last time, bring it back down. Place those hands in front. Spread those hands nice and wide, grip into the yoga mat with each fingertip. Send that right foot back towards the left. You're coming into your downward dog, lengthening that spine. You may want to walk the dog here, so this is when you paddle one heel down and then the other, just feeling into the downward dog. So again, waking that body up nicely here. And then the other side, so inhale, left leg raises into the sky. And then you can make the journey up towards the top. So coming into that low lunge, so left foot is over your left knee, right foot behind you. Inhale, raise those hands into the sky. So again, we're taking it nice and slow and mindful here. Exhale as you plant your hands down, straighten that front leg, half split. Inhale, raise those hands above the head. Then exhale, bring it back. It's getting sweaty here in Bangkok, it's very humid. Inhale, put the weight back into that left knee. Gather the hands. And then exhale, bring it back down. Last one, inhale to raise. And then exhale, last one, bring that back down. Like you did before, bring those hands out in front, send that left foot back to the right, downward dog on the other side. Really want to focus on that stability in the feet and the hands. So those hands are nice and spread here. Just sending those hips up high, lengthening the spine. Just like that side, feel free to walk the dog here. Walk into your paddle, one heel down and then the other. So we're in our downward dog. Finding a little bit of stillness in this dog. And then when you're ready, walking yourself up towards the top of the mat here. Coming into our forward fold, so just let yourself hang heavy here. And then your head relax. Maybe you want to shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Again, bend the knees here as much as you need to bring yourself down as well. It's a nice generous bend in the knees if you need to. Bringing yourself up nice and slowly. Maybe a little shoulder shrug here. Maybe a little neck roll. I'm going to bring ourselves into our chair pose. So feet nice and rooted into the ground. Inhale, as you bring your bum back, imaginary chair is behind you here. So you're sitting down nicely here, squeezing that core. Hold. Exhale as you straighten those legs and dive down, back down towards the ground, coming into your forward fold again. Let yourself hang heavy. Inhale, raising back up, back into your chair. Sit yourself down. Feel that inner strength here. Maybe even get a little lower. Exhale, bring it back down. Forward fold. Last one, back into your chair now. We're holding here. We've got this. 3, 2, 1, and fold. Feels good to come out of that one. So we're going to come into our tree pose. So our left foot on the ground here, root it down nicely. So a few variations here you can take. So if we start with our balance poses, you can bring your right foot out towards the side of the foot here. If you want a little bit more, you can place that right foot below the knee. If you want to come all the way up into tree, you can bring your right foot above the knee, pushing back on that right hip. So the front of your torso is facing forwards here, and you're pushing back on that right hip. Hands could come into prayer. Or if you'd like, you can even raise those hands above the head. Do whatever feels natural here for you. It's so sweaty in Bangkok, wow. Again, focus on the breath and focus on a point where you can focus, yes, your vrishti. So just focus on a point in the room, or if you're outside, somewhere you can focus on there. And then when you're ready, bring yourself down. We're going to do that other side, so root down in that right foot this time. And then when you're ready, coming into a variation that works for you. Again, push back on that left hip, keep that torso forward. You can bring your hands into prayer here. If you want to bring them above the head again, feel free. With this pose as well, if you want to up the challenge, you can always close down those eyes. Or you could even look up as well. Find a little bit of extra challenge here if you like. Always makes me sway a little bit. And then when you're ready, bring it back down. Coming down towards the ground. I'm just going to come into a supine twist. So with your supine twist, you're going to hug your right knee in first. Rocking that right hip over towards the side, opening that hip flexor up. Placing your left hand on your right knee. And then bringing this right knee all the way over towards the left. You're sat on your left hip here. Bringing your right hand out towards the right, pushing that right shoulder towards the earth. Doesn't have to touch. And then placing your head where it feels natural here. So you can place, you can look towards the right hand, look towards the sky, focus on the feeling of the twist. Take some nice deep breaths here. Feeling supported on the ground. And then we're going to switch sides. So we're just going to bring our left knee in. Open that hip flexor up to the side. And then with that right hand guide that left knee over towards the right. Placing the left hand out towards the side. Pushing your left shoulder towards the ground. And taking some nice deep breaths here on the other side. Coming back towards center again. Hugging your knees in towards your chest. Giving yourself a really nice squeeze, rocking your spine from left to right. And then when you are ready, coming into Shavasana, feel free to come into bound angle and Shavasana. We can place your feet together here, pushing the hips apart. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your chest, and one hand on your belly. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Focusing on that breath and letting the mind still here. Before you let your mind still, and I leave you, focusing back on that intention. You set yourself at the start of a practice or a goal. Know that just like the earth element, you are grounded, you are stable, and you can face anything that comes your way. I want to thank you all for joining me today, and feel free to join me on some online classes. You can get the link in my bio, or I'll have some more YouTube videos coming your way soon. Either way, thank you so much for joining, and namaste. Thank you.